Hey, what's up? 6Tayo here. Time to be reviewing my iPhone 5 64GB from AT&T, factory unlocked and being used on T-Mobile USA's network. And I'm just going to be going over, how I have it set up. Obviously, I always, jailbreak all my iPhones, if you've watched any of my other videos. But anyway, I'm just going to be going over just how I have my iPhone set up. So right now this is on iOS 6.1.2, currently the only public available jailbreakable iOS. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead, turn my brightness down just a little bit, just so you can actually see the screen a little bit better. Okay, so yeah, here's my home screen. I just have kind of a really basic setup, just a few live tweaks going on. One thing that I never put on my iPhones are themes. Now some of these can be considered themes that I already have, but I never use theming apps such as Winterboard or Dreamboard or anything like that. Only because it causes iOS. Oh, I didn't even know it did that. Little blink there. Anyway, it just causes iOS devices to crash more often. My phone, the way it is, does actually crash into safe mode a few times every now and then, but not really that often. I have quite a bit of tweaks on here. If you go into settings and then go down, it shows a list of tweaks that I have on here. Just a little section of the settings that it's cut off for just jailbreak tweaks, and it does that automatically. But anyway, I'm just going to go over just what I have on here. But just one thing straight, I never put actual theming apps on here. Like, just whatever. I do have Springtomize too, any weather and all that other stuff, but I'm going to go over that. So first I'm just going to go over some of the basic features I put on here for just basic functions, such as making it so I don't have to use the home button anymore. What I have for that is called Zephyr. So if I'm in an application and I just want to go to the home screen, instead of actually manually clicking the home button, just go home like normal, I simply swipe up with one finger and I'm at the home screen. That's called Zephyr again. So say I'm in an application that I just want to switch to the next one over. So let's see, there's just regular multitasking. However, all I did was hold up and then I'm in multitasking. Or another thing I could do, I have this set up so it only uses two fingers. Simply on the edge of the screen, swipe over. Now I'm in the next screen over. And the next screen. And next screen. If I want to go back to the other application, then I'm in that application again. It just goes in whatever order the applications were opened. So it's not exactly a useful feature just to have the little swipe over, but then again, I mean, if you wanted to just go to the next app over, that's what it's for. Let's see. Now again, with the multitasking thing, I can simply at the home screen just swipe up instead of doing the little double click thing, and there is OXO. Now what OXO does is it just adds a better multitasking section for your iOS device. This also works for iPad and iPod Touch. So what I can do instead of regular hold the icon and then you can hit the X button thing, simply what you can do with this is you can simply swipe down whatever applications are open and it just gets rid of it and stops it from running. Or I don't know how I have this set up on mine, but I simply hold the icons and they all just disappear. It stops all apps from running. It's just a really simple app killer as well. But stock, once you first install this in Respring, what it does is you hold the icon and it'll ask you if you want to kill all the applications or not to. So it just has a little yes or no option, which is actually kind of useful. It has a little bit better iPod little display thing right here. So I mean, obviously you got your little volume control right here, and then you got your play, pause, and then back forth, back forth. Then you got your little toggles over here for like Respring, sending thing, emails. I don't even know exactly what that exactly does. Put it on vibrate, put it on ring, get your flashlight right here. You got your cell data tower, so if I turn that off, then I don't have any more data. But if I go back and then do that, then my 4G comes back. Let's see, got my little brightness toggle, which is actually a little bit harder to get to for some reason. I don't know what reason that is, but I can control my brightness just from right there. Then I have my my lock killer, which, let's see, so I can't do that anymore. Don't let me do that again. Let's see, then also I have a Bluetooth off and Wi-Fi off, so it just lets me control that as well. And it also has no other pages in that. I thought it did for some reason. Anyway, that's Zephyr and Oxo. Next we're going to go and review Barrel. What Barrel is a different type of paging for your iPhone. So, like as you can see right here, if I go to the next page over, if I go to the right, then it zooms in on the applications. If I go to the left, it zooms out of the applications and then goes to the next page over. So you can actually go ahead and change this by either going to your settings or go to the application, which installs when you install Barrel. You can install this for free from Xlease, or you can buy it for I think $3 from, I want to say Big Boss. I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, this is the home screen for it. Go to Mode. You can change it to whatever you want. So like this is Snake. Let's see, let's go ahead and go with Whirl. Let's see what that does. You just go ahead and go through them. I like the page zoom because it looks better with the widgets that I have on here, which I'll cover in a second. But anyway, the zoom just looks really cool, and just gives kind of a cleaner looking effect. You might have noticed that I have these little fog cloud thingies going on my screen right now. That is called Any Weather. What it does is pretty much it just puts live weather on your iPhone, on your iOS device. This will work for iPad, but the only downside is it'll only work in the top left corner because it's only formatted for iPod Touch and iPhones. So hopefully this comes to the iPad, or an iPad version comes out pretty soon, but for right now it's only iPod Touch and iPhones. So pretty much what you do, you go into Cydia, and the only way I've been able to access it is by installing this source, which is Hunter Beckham. So Hunter Beckham is just cydia.hunterbeckham.net/. Then I go and type any weather. There it is. Any weather 1.1.1. And in this, it'll actually say that your default location is Hong Kong. So in order to change that, you will need two things. One, you'll need to open Safari and go to the Weather Channel. So I'm going to go ahead and do Weather Channel. Weather Channel. Alright, Google search will pull it up a lot quicker. Then just tap on the very top one right there. So it actually goes through. T-Mobile 4G kicks in. I think I'm actually only getting 3G speeds right now, but still. Oh my god. This is kind of annoying. I have a lot of things open at the same time too. Oh, let's see. That's kind of weird. Oh, well, this pulled up anyway. Anyway, once you're at the Weather Channel homepage and it's set for your city, I don't know why it's doing this, but it is, and it's kind of annoying. Anyway, go to the URL. I'm going to go ahead and focus in on my screen so you can see this. And the last little number code right here, simply select it and then copy. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go and download from Cydia something called iFile, which allows you to have 100% root access to your device. go to the home right here, go to library, go down and find, let's see, it should be SB animated weather. What you're going to want to do when you go into that, go to location here.js, text viewer, edit, and if you look right here, I have it set up, I think. See, select, and then you're going to want to go ahead and paste. I already have this set for Layton City, Utah, which is where I'm at, so I don't need to do that, but that is how you do that. Then all you have to do is respring your device, which you can do using OXO. Let's see, respring is right there. You can also do SB settings, or you can use Intel Screen X, which I'll review in a minute, as well as SB settings. And then just double tap that and it will respring your device and apply the weather animation thing. Next we'll go ahead and talk about Dashboard X. Dashboard X, along with iWidgets, adds a couple different widgets to your home screen. So as you can see right here, I have the analog clock from iWidgets. I have the music widget from Dashboard X, as well as the Twitter widget from Dashboard X as well. So the only issue I found with the Twitter widget is when I tap on it, if I go to next screen over, it doesn't get rid of the thing, the little keyboard. So I just do that, pull down the notification center, then put it back up, then it goes away. That's the only glitch I found with that one, but otherwise everything works just fine. And then if I'm playing something and I just want to have the album artwork showing, simply just tap on the album artwork and the little toggles go away. Want to bring it back, just simply tap on it again and it's right there. That's just what I have. Now, in order for widgets to be placed anywhere on the screen, you also have to have something called Gridlock 2, or 2.0 I mean. And you can get that either paid or free from like Xlease or something like that. So go ahead and pull that up. Gridlock 2.0, I got that from Xlease. Then Dashboard X, let's see, let's pull that up. Dashbo. Now, where I've installed this from, I installed Dashboard X Cracked from Sinful iPhone repo. If you don't want to pay for it, then, no, yeah, you don't have to pay for it if you do that. Let's see, it's $2 if you want to just buy it officially, or free if you get it from Sinful iPhone repo, which is the only one that I've actually found to actually work and stay working. And then after that, you'll be able to put widgets anywhere on your screen along with Gridlock 2.0. Works just fine, haven't had any issues with them, and yeah. So let's see, like I said, I'm also going to go ahead and review Intel Screen X. Now what Intel Screen X does is it adds more pages to your notification center. Now the clear notification center that I have set up so I can see what's behind it, that's also blurred NC background, and it just makes it so you can change the color or just make it clear for your background. And I have it at a very low setting. I'll just go ahead and show you that in a minute. Slurring my words right now. Actually, let me get some water. Anyway, Intel Screen X. So let's go ahead and go over this. So I don't have a Facebook. I hate Facebook, so I don't have it, but you can have that in your notification center. I do have Twitter right here. So if I wanted to, I can just go ahead and do timeline, then tweet. Or, let's see, I can just tap up here and then get rid of that. But if I wanted to send a tweet, then I just do that. See, if I want to go to my mentions, I simply tap on this little bar right here, and it brings up all my mentions right here. So if I want to bring up my timeline again, tap on it again, and that's that. I also have Google News in here, which I hardly ever use, but if I tap on whatever this is, it'll bring that up whenever it loads it. And I'll bring it up just like that. If I want to open in Safari, I can do that. And it's just a little news feed type thing. I have my emails right here. So it doesn't give me full access to do everything on emails right here. But what it does do is it lets me open the email. I can't really read it that well, just because of how I have my background. However, if I want to mark as unread, I can mark it like that. Mark read. If I want to delete it, I can delete it right here, or I can open it, and then it will take me to my my email application, and open it just like that. And then also, one thing the Intel Screen X adds once you buy it, it actually costs about $10, and I do have this officially purchased. Adds Messages Plus, which is a $3 package, but free if you get Intel Screen X. So tap on that, and I can go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and send a message to myself, to my other phone. Fuck you. Let's see, which one? This one I was using. This one. So here on my note 2. Fuck you. So once I get a text, I can simply go to my notification center, and also Intel Screen X makes it so you can do notification center in every single same function from the lock screen. So I just simply tap right here, reply, and then I can reply to the message from right there, close it, and even if I just want to read the message real quick, I can open it and then just close it out. It'll mark it off as read. Oh, and yes, I do have a little tap to unlock. That's just called tap unlock in Cydia. It's free, just look for it. While I'm in the lock screen, I'm just going to go ahead and show you something called Pluck. What Pluck is a little iPod add-on. So what it does in the lock screen, if you double click your home button, it'll bring up the little iPod settings. So what Pluck is, it adds this little guy right here, and it's also free. Tap on that and it gives you full access to your iPod in your lock screen. Now it doesn't, oh hey, it does give you the search now. Guess that's a new update. Anyway, if I want to search for a song, simply just do it the same way you would in the iPod application. I can go through my playlist, I can go through artists, songs, whatever, then hit done when I'm done looking for what I was looking for. So that's actually kind of useful. So also another thing that I have on here is called Springtomize 2. Now you can do a lot more with it than what I have on here, but the only thing I actually use it for is resizing my home screen icons. So I have them set for 80%. My dock is set for 100%. However, I do have the cover flow along with 5 applications, which is 5 column springboard. For those of you wondering, it's free. And also have that along with the cover flow, which just makes it so it does this little effect right here. So that's pretty much all I use it for. But if you go into your settings, or you go to the application that it puts on your home screen, simply find it, and you can do animations. And also another thing I have on here is the little TV lock. Doesn't do it on the lock screen, but it just does it right there too. Anyway, that's what I use Springtomize 2 for. That's just called the old TV animation. But there's all these other settings. You can change colors of different things, like your like the words underneath the applications, or you can just have no words under there. You can do stuff with your notification center. You can do a bunch of different things. I just don't do all of them because I like the way it is. Let's see. What's another thing? Oh, call bar. Let's go ahead and do call bar. So call bar, it's this little application right here. Set it up just so rather than I'll just go and show you anyway. 1727. So I'm calling this phone right here. So as you can see right there, the entire screen on this is taken up, and whatever I'm doing just gets completely interrupted, and it's very, very, very annoying. And I've always hated that. It does that stock on iOS, but with the jailbroken I always add call bar for the simple reason that I can just do this. So if I'm in an application, I don't get bugged because it simply does this. So if I want to decline the call, I can simply swipe from right to left. If I want to answer the call, I simply swipe from the left to the right. And if I want to just end the call, I can just simply do this. Let's see. And the way I have it set up, if I swipe from the left to the right on my status bar, simply bring down call bar. And then if I want to bring up my last dialed number, simply do that. And then if I want to, I'm just kind of covering this number up because it's one of my personal numbers. But anyway, if I want to call that number or dial whatever number, I simply swipe from the left to the right to call it, and it calls this phone. And then also what I can do while I'm on the phone, I can simply tap this. Should have answered that. Okay, so while it's doing that, while I'm on the phone, I'm going to go ahead and mute that. While I'm on the phone, what I can do is I can tap on this little bar right here and bring up the speakerphone. Hello? 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 Oh dear God. Damn. I can also dial a number while I'm in here. Whoa, what the fuck? Let's see, where is that little thing? Or I can get rid of that just by doing that. I can take it off speakerphone just by doing that. Do mute. I can do hold, so they can't hear anything I'm saying. Or I can also do Bluetooth, which I don't even know what that does, to be honest. But I'm not going to do anything with it. So, and if I want to get rid of that little bar, I can simply do this and end the call, just like that. That is call bar. It's very fucking useful. It's I think $3 in the Cydia store. You can download it for free from Xlease. And yeah, that's how that works. Let's see. Another thing that I was going to review that I actually forgot to do in IntelliScreen X. You get this little, stock. You get a little extra notification bar, and it's just I think it's called the ISX settings, or I forget what it's called, to be honest. But if you double tap the little respring thing, it resprings it. If you want to turn the rotation off, then you just tap right there. You want to turn the light on, your flashlight, simply just like that, just like an OXO. Wi-Fi on, Wi-Fi off, Bluetooth, airplane mode. Does exactly what SB settings does. Now this is gonna take a minute to get my 4G back. Dismiss, whatever. Then SB settings does pretty much the same thing. You can add some toggles from Cydia, like do not disturb, or let's see what else, or the airplane mode setting. Or you can also control your brightness from right here as well. And yeah, that's how that works. Let's see, free applications from, Installus is what it was called. That's been completely disabled from Cydia, as far as I know. I don't really care too much because I don't really use it a whole lot. But yeah, that's completely gone. Now, this is the part where this really makes a huge difference between choosing between jailbroken iOS or Android, rooted or not, whatever. And this is also considered piracy. So for those of you who are highly against piracy, you don't use this. But anyway, Pandora Downloader, Music Box, and Movie Box. These three apps just make iOS jailbroken in every single way better than Android. This is my opinion. This is how I personally feel. If you have a problem with it, I'm sorry. But anyway, this is pretty much what makes the difference for me. Pandora Downloader. Let's go ahead and go over that. So what Pandora Downloader does, you just open the regular Pandora app. And say if I want to download the song that's playing. I can go ahead and pause it if I want to as well. I just simply tap the up button and save song. Takes me to the Pandora Downloader app, and it will download that song for free. Now, of course, it's not in lossless format. It's just in Pandora's format, whatever that is. And all these songs I've downloaded for free. And an app that you can use to go with that to actually import them into your iTunes library on your device. It doesn't work on my iPhone 5 and other iPhone 5s that I've tried as well for whatever reason. It was called Music to iPod. It's a free app you can get from Cydia. Just type in search and one or two of the same thing will come up. Download it, respring if it asks you to, and simply go into it. It just crashes if I open it on this. But on my iPad mini it works just fine. What it does is it lets you explore your root settings, or your root files for the music files that you're looking for. So let's go ahead and show you the little file thread that you have to go through. So it should show up something like this, like in iFile. Just go to Media and go down and find Pandora. There's your music files. Then simply what you want to do, actually if you're in iFile you can do this too. Just go from here to there and the other. If I do Music to iPod, it'll just crash it. But anyway, that's the file thread that you go through. If you tap on the music file in Music to iPod, you just simply tap Done, and it will actually import it into your music library in your iPod. You can, you can just search it and play it from right there. And you can actually import it into your iTunes library on your computer as well. So extremely useful. Rather than going through your computer, going through SSH or tethering it to your computer and then using iExplorer or something like that to get to it, and then finding some way around converting the file to port it in your iTunes through your computer. It's just a really simple way of importing pirated music files and stuff like that to your iTunes library. So really useful right there. Music Box is just a direct search for music files and stuff like that. So simply what you do, search for an artist, like I'll do Donnell Jones. I think that's how you spell it. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and download this one. I can preview it if I want to. And if it's what I was looking for, then I can go ahead and download it. And it will show up in More and Queue. Alright, once that's downloaded, I can go to my music library, and it will be right there. I can play it whenever I want. Just like that. So that's Music Box. It's just a direct search. And I don't know the exact file thread to find it in, but you should be able to do just the same with Music to iPod. Next, Movie Box. So if you have an iPad or a 64 gig iPhone 5 like mine, you can go to Movie Box, and what this allows you to do is either just stream and watch, or download whatever movie you can find in here. So if you can find it in here, you can download it and watch it for free. So say I want to do Death Race or something like that. Or actually, let's find out if the Fast and Furious is on here. Oh shit, I didn't even know it was in here. Huh. Okay, well anyway, say I want to go in here and download Fast 5. So once it actually pulls up, I can do one of two things. And for some reason, this app works perfectly over T-Mobile's 1900 MHz 4G, but it'll just take forever on my Wi-Fi, which is I think like 16 to 20 megabytes per second. I get it for free, so whatever, it's slow, I know, but still. I can watch now, which will let me just watch it now, hit done, or I can download. Then it'll take however long it takes, and then I'll just go ahead and do that. So I can download whatever I'm looking for whenever I want, and yeah, that's Movie Box. Also, if you have a Apple TV and you have it connected to your TV over Wi-Fi, and you have your iPhone connected to Wi-Fi, or iPad, or whatever you're watching it on, you can actually stream it through your Apple TV onto your TV. So you can watch whatever your movie you want for free, download it whenever you want for free, and stream it through your Apple TV. So it's a really extremely useful app, and it's free. Yeah. Go figure. Let's see. Movie box. And this is also through the Hunter Beckham repo that I was mentioning earlier. So Movie Box, completely free. Just download it and respring once it's done if it asks you to. And yeah, that's that. That is pretty much my iPhone 5 jailbroken setup. Now, there's a lot of people on YouTube that kind of do similar demo videos of how they have their iPhone set up, or tutorials on how to do stuff. Hopefully, this video gave you a little bit better better info on what you can actually do with your jailbroken device. Obviously, I don't have mine set up completely modified in every single way, every which way around. But this is just my basic setup. Sorry if this video seemed a little bit long, but I'm just going over every app or every tweak that I have installed in full detail. Actually, there are a few things that I forgot to mention, such as Tether Me, which is a free option for tethering over your data network for free, especially if you've done the T-Mobile 14.1 carrier update. Yeah, fuck it, I'll just show you that too. So Tether Me, turn that on, and it'll ask me to turn Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on, or just USB only, if you're doing it with your computer. But I use this for my iPad when I'm doing, like, I don't know, navigation and stuff. So what I usually do is I turn Bluetooth off. Once it turns on, it'll either stay on or turn itself back off. Let's see, I think it's trying to tether to my iPad right now, but I actually have this on airplane mode. So yeah, it lets me to share my data network free, even though I don't have tethering on my plan. And I've actually used, I think, 8.5 gigs of data with 4G. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and turn, let's see, Wi-Fi off. Anyway, that is Tether Me, and I have an override data source on. You can also do this with MyWi. It's $20, or you can do it free through Tether Me. Another thing, real quick, I have Full Force. What Full Force does, and this is for iPhone 5 and iPod Touch 5th gens. What it does is apps that aren't really fully optimized for the 4-inch screen, it just asks you if you want to apply it or not, and I'll actually show you in the settings. So let's go ahead and go to an app that is enabled. Wait, what? See, I think Signal 2 is, let's see, tall iOS default. I know there's some other ones in here. Maybe it's in here. Barrel. So, cropped iOS default. So let's go and find Barrel, and then, let's see. What is it? I don't even know what it said. Let's see, expanded best for apps. Okay, well, anyway, when you have to open an app that isn't formatted, then it'll ask you if you want to apply it or not. And if you click no or cancel, then you can just go in the settings and set it up just like that. Anyway, it just makes it look better overall. Oh yeah, dashboard for maps. Surprised I even forgot that. Just because I don't use my navigation on this very much, mostly on my iPad. Anyway, dashboard for maps. What it does is once it finds me, adds this little MPH right here, miles per hour. Shows me how elevated I am. Or I can also have this little thing right here. Let's see. Shit. Just a little speedometer right there. Or I can actually just have it set for numbers. So however fast I'm going, it'll just say it right there. And usually this tells me what direction I'm facing. And yeah, that's pretty much how that works. That's dashboard for maps. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at that. anyway, hopefully this gave you a little bit of a better idea what you can do with your iPhone jailbroken. Obviously, I don't have mine fully customized in every single way, like I was saying earlier. But this is how I like my phone to be set up, and yeah, this is what works for me. It gives me a much better experience than Android, although I do like using Android quite a bit. Like HTC One, the new HTC One that we'll be getting here pretty soon. I like that version of Android. Sense 4.0, Sense 5, whatever. It's awesome. But something like TouchWiz, honestly, I've used this for about 2 months now, and I'm not really that impressed. I mean, TouchWiz kind of sucks. Can't really do much with it. Android, just overall, even rooted, isn't really, fully customizable. There's a lot of limits in a lot of places. It's very disorganized in many ways, and I just like the organization of the iPhone. I mean, I know I don't use rooted Android phones as much, but when I do, I usually install Cydia Mod 10, which is the only stable root mod, or rooted ROM. Sorry, my mouth is really dry again. That I've actually found to be completely stable on Android. I did not root this one at all, but anyway. That is my iPhone 5 jailbroken, and if this video helped you out in any way at all, comment, rate, subscribe in the box below. Follow me on Twitter at 6Talia0 if you have any questions or anything on any certain things at all. Just let me know, PM me with any direct questions, or if you want parts for your iPhone or parts for any phone for that matter, just send me a PM and I'll send you a link for it. Or if you want to get your iPhone factory unlocked, your AT&T one anyway, let me know and I'll send you the link for that. If you're using a Verizon iPhone 5, it's already unlocked, if you didn't know that. But it is. Anyway, yeah, that's my iPhone 5. Okay, so I'm going to end this video now, and see you later.